Hey people, it is Thursday the 11th of September. The time is 5:20 p.m. It is about 24 degrees Celsius. And I'm here at the corner of Gould and Church. And I'm coming into the campus of the Toronto Metropolitan University, formerly known as Ryerson University. And the new school year is well underway here.
Maybe we'll become as focused then.
We're on the east side of downtown in the Garden District neighborhood. But I thought, instead of just a usual walk around one campus as I've done in the past, both here at TMU and at U of T in separate videos, instead today I'm going to walk from one of the campuses to another campus. I'll be walking from TMU here to the U of T, the University of Toronto. And I thought I'd walk from the main quad here at TMU to the main quad at U of T. If they even call it that there. I'm not sure what the official name is at the University of Toronto. With their large open space sort of in the center of campus. And U of T is in the northwestern corner of downtown, near Queen's Park. So it's a decent walk away, although they're both firmly considered to be in downtown Toronto. And they're the two main university campuses in the heart of the city. Got lots of bright sunlight here. As you can see, things are pretty hopping here on campus. Just take a little walk along this part of Gould Street and then I'll head into the quad. Yonge Street is right up ahead. Student Learning Center is on the corner of Yonge and Gould. I'm not going to do a full campus tour here, as I have in the past. I'll just get a sense of what it feels like here on the TMU campus. And then I'll start making my way over to the U of T campus for something similar. This is Nelson Mandela Way. It goes up to Gerrard Street. Lots of nice, fully pedestrianized spaces here on the TMU campus. And this campus has grown like gangbusters in recent years. Of course, this is just a young upstart of a university compared to the University of Toronto. I think the University of Toronto is about 150 years older than TMU. TMU dates from the 1960s, whereas U of T, I think, dates from the early 1800s. They're both rather large campuses with a sizable student body. U of T is bigger. I think TMU here has 45,000 or so students. I'm not sure what the latest numbers are. Whereas U of T has more like 60 or 70,000 students spread across a few different campuses. We're heading to the St. George campus, which is sort of like the main old historic campus, where the bulk of the university is located. The St. George campus, all by itself, maybe has a similar student body to TMU here. Or maybe a bit bigger, maybe 50,000 students or so. So we're inside the main quad here. These are most of the original campus buildings built around this. There are some old historic buildings integrated into the campus.
Up to like he's updated himself to the point of the blacks, and that is.
Lots of the surrounding streets have also been enveloped by the campus.
It's at 9:50, and then actually to catch the.
So here's the main grassy space. It's something going on here. Some sort of orientation event, perhaps. Frosh Week or something. Kind of nice views of the surrounding city from here. And we'll see something similar at U of T on their sort of main big grassy open space. If you want to see a full tour, I did do one last year as the school year was getting underway then. And likewise at U of T, you'll find a full campus tour here on the channel. This is the northern boundary of the campus, Gerrard Street, although some buildings are on the other side of Gerrard that are still part of TMU. Dundas is the southern boundary, and Jarvis, I would say, is the eastern boundary, and Yonge Street is the western boundary. Covers a pretty sizable chunk of the east side of downtown. U of T, though, is more expansive. It's not quite as dense, I would say, since TMU was built up in a fairly old, dense part of downtown, whereas U of T was built up sort of before that part of the city was really developed. Although now it's firmly within downtown. All right, we're gonna take one of many routes you could take between the two universities, really. So I think I want to enter the U of T campus from College Street. Which is the southern boundary of that campus. Crossing Young. Nice view. Okay, heaven forbid I stop in the crosswalk for a second. Figured the light was green for me to cross, so should be able to stop for a second and get a shot looking down Young Street, but oh no. I don't think I can avoid walking directly into the sun no matter which way I take going west at this time of day. So we're just continuing along Gerrard Street. To stay in the shade. I'm surprised this little narrow strip of shadiness here isn't jam-packed with people.
She has scans at 5 o'clock. She told me she has 3 CT scans at 5 o'clock. She's going to do
If you're not used to walking around in downtown Toronto, you'll quickly find out that almost every nook and cranny has at least one person in it. Either standing there smoking or looking at their phone. Right, we're at Bay Street. It'd be pretty dangerous making moves like that with large vehicles like that. You don't always see what's coming up on the side of the truck. All right, so we'll continue along Gerrard Street. Maybe I'll just take us over to University Avenue. Since I do have some shade to walk through here. So much for the shade provided by this building. I'm about to lose it. Right, crossing Elizabeth. We're in the hospital area here, Hospital Row. Hospitals on all sides of us.
I'm gonna have to time myself too.
And now Mount Sinai Hospital straight ahead has given me some nice shade, blocking the sun. Got an enormous new hospital building proposed here. 32 stories. I think it's going to be well over 150 meters, which would give it skyscraper status. I think for a hospital building, that's probably about the tallest such building in the entire country. I might be wrong on the height, but it's going to be very tall in any case, as far as hospitals or medical buildings go. 32 stories might not sound that tall, but they have much higher floor plates than a residential building. Maybe even higher than an office building. All right, we are at University Avenue. Here's the bike lane that Doug Ford wants to rip out.
So I said, even if I didn't feel great, I'd like to bed. So she started to laugh. I said, you just have to take care of yourself, So, a pretty good 93. Okay. Thanks. Have a really nice lunch tomorrow with the coffee.
So the rush hour action along here is sort of past, I think. University Avenue really comes to life around lunch hour, and then around 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock maybe at the latest. And then it dies down between those times. All right, we have College Street right up ahead. I'm gonna head west. We're pretty much right on the edge of the U of T campus. Once we get to college, its borders are much more expansive, as I mentioned earlier. Going from about Bay Street in the east to Spadina in the west, north up to Bloor, and then south here to College Street. That building over there is actually part of the U of T campus too, that funky looking white building. It's going to get a twin constructed right next door, a slightly taller twin actually.
Murder on the Orient Express.
And both campuses are served pretty well by the TTC, I should mention. You have Dundas Station pretty much right on the TMU campus, as well as College Station being pretty close by, not directly on campus, but certainly a quick walk. And you have streetcar lines running along Dundas Street. And U of T here has Queen's Park Station, which we are right now, which we're at right now. Also St. George Station. And Spadina Station, Bloor Young Station are also very close by. And Bay Station also. Just trying to think of them all off the top of my head. And streetcar service here on College Street, as you can see right there. So there's Queen's Park over there. And Spadina Avenue also has streetcar service too. All right, now let's head west, walking along the southern boundary of U of T. I didn't see a map in my little walk through TMU. There are maps posted around the campus though, but here's a map of the University of Toronto. As you can see, it's pretty huge. Not as densely crammed in as TMU, as I mentioned. Takes up a bit more space. I think there's a lot more green space on the U of T campus too, which adds to that. U of T is also regarded as one of the best universities in the world, ranking often in the top 20 or top 25 on the planet. Can't say the same about TMU.
Don't get diarrhea.
So these are all campus buildings here, on both sides of the street actually. Definitely get a lot more of that sort of Ivy League campus feel here at U of T, something like you're used to seeing in American movies and TV shows. But I guess if you were to make it a comparison to some American schools, the one that comes to mind to me is, say, NYU in Manhattan and Columbia University also in Manhattan. One is right downtown in a very dense old area, and the other is sort of uptown. And ranked more highly, generally speaking. NYU is ranked pretty high, to be honest, much more so than TMU. But I think they serve a similar function to each city that they're located in. And we're coming into the campus here. This isn't pedestrianized per se, but it might as well be. I don't know why they don't just go all out and close this completely off to cars. This is called King's College Road, and we're looking at King's College right up ahead, sort of terminating the view. I'm just going to walk on the road as long as there's no cars coming.
And like mining, you have a lot of scholarships.
Interlocking brick. And it has definitely come to life since my last walk through here. At TMU, it's sometimes hard to tell even if you're on the campus or not, since it's sort of integrated into the fabric of downtown a lot more. Whereas this is sort of like its own little world here. Of course, some streets do run right through the campus, such as St. George, which seem like a pretty regular city street, but even so, you can definitely tell you're going through a campus, I think, much more so than, say, if you're driving along Church Street past TMU. And here's the big open space.
This is my high school friend, Maya.
I'm not sure what they call it here. Very similar to what we saw at TMU, just bigger. Everything is a bit bigger here at U of T. But you also have awesome views of the city all around, including this awesome shot looking straight down towards the CN Tower.
Maybe a couple feet above me. Right. Long into the game. That's pretty good. We'll get it one time. Can you set a poster here? I was in the wrong position. Yeah, true. You're right. Everyone turned down the genuine fucking out.
Unexpected music. Unexpected music. Surprised actually this is the first time I've encountered some. Bloor Yorkville skyline. Yeah, this is really nice. Canada doesn't have anything like an Ivy League. These are all public universities. But a lot of movies and shows are shot here on the U of T campus, where it's standing in for American Ivy League schools, Harvards and Yales and Princetons and that sort of thing. And I guess it could be Hogwarts as well, if they ever want to shoot a Harry Potter type show or movie. All right, I'll take us over to St. George, which is sort of like the main drag running through the campus. Goes north to south.
No, I grew up in a country full of music.
One last look at all the fun and games. It almost makes me miss my university days. I didn't go here.
Oh my god, just thinking about it. The toilet was right in front of the window. And so
I went to a very small, mostly liberal arts, mostly undergraduate university in my hometown. It's grown since I was there. It has more graduate programs now, but not so much back then.
Welding?
Tons of nice little walkways and pathways going all around the campus here. You don't have to really walk on the streets if you don't want to, for the most part.
Yeah, sister, like, yeah.
This looks really nice in the fall too, when all the leaves are changing colors. Maybe I'll come back and do a nice thorough campus walk during the fall season. Get out of the glare of the sun again here. Right, so here's St. George Street. I'll take us up to Harvard.
You'll be shocked this week though, how many times I
All the food trucks tend to cluster here along St. George Street.
And I think I'm looking at like.
I don't know exactly how the students at each university regard each other, if there's any sort of, you know, opinions or stereotypes they have for each other. I wouldn't doubt it. And there's the big Robarts Library. One of the biggest library buildings in all of Canada, if not the biggest. But St. George Street continues up to Bloor and beyond. I think I'm going to wrap up the video here at maybe the busiest main intersection on campus. St. George and Harvard, or Hoskin on the other side. So I hope you enjoyed the walk between the campuses from the Toronto Metropolitan University campus on the east side of downtown. Took a little look around there, checked out the quad, and then made our way up to Gerrard Street, where we ventured westward along Gerrard and University and College Street to come up into the heart of the University of Toronto campus here, where we also checked out the main grassy quad, or whatever they call it here. And a bit more of this campus, as it's completely alive and bustling today. So leave a comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Also make sure you hit that notification bell, that way you won't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. Or you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member, or by sending a super thanks if you prefer. And you can find me on Instagram also under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members, and be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue.